Hey y'all, we're off to Iola. Let's begin the long journey of driving up there. Okay. What the f?
The number you have dialed.
What am I going on about Iola when there's snow outside? It's not July yet. This is the 4th annual Iola Summit Swap. So it looks like they're having a meeting with vendors to see about Iola in 2026. So since I officially have real booths and not just a spectator kind of mode anymore, I decided to go. It's February, it's cold. Let's see if this will be fruitful. Since I'm not going to try to pack in more things during the year, since I'm already busy, but I'm going to try to do things better to make it worth it. More return on investment, per se, for doing Iola this year and other swap meets and events I'm doing. That way, it's kind of better than trying to cram more into my busy schedule already. So, on to it, I guess. Okay, so it's after the Iola Summit meeting, which was pretty good. I learned a lot. I'm going to touch on a few things. So a artist is trying to do something with Swamp Thing. It is called Nemo Stuff. Like need more stuff. So this is going to be something that is going to come out at the next Iola. So that's fantastic. I thought that was pretty interesting. They had a good meeting about stuff, an overview. They're trying to advertise it as the home of the Americans' greatest swap vendors. I thought that was pretty interesting. They updated like last year's projects, what they're trying to do this year. They asked for a lot of feedback. They are trying to do fans first, like the Hannah Bananas, if you've heard of that franchise in baseball. So they're trying to really change how they do Iola, how they treat the guests and stuff like that, and not really be like a product, but more of an adventure. It's a experience, which a lot of places are switching to try to be a customer first focus. They were talking about lots of really good stuff, points of friction. What is frustrating for the vendors, for the spectators, for the staff. Very interesting. And this is kind of why I wanted to actually stop and do this one and be there and see this meeting, is find out more about behind the scenes of Iola, because it looks like they have 3 full-time staff to do all this. That is the huge car show, swap meet. They do other events during the year, maintain the property and new projects, and run the fund. Trust. It's not a trust fund. It's a nonprofit that they're running, where they have to meet revenue and expenses, and it's supposed to balance out. They're not supposed to make money, but they're not supposed to also lose money. Apparently, they put $400,000 worth of upgrades. $200,000 of that was just the showers alone last year, and then a lot of other stuff, like they upgraded the cart path and stuff like that. But they took a lot of feedback. They were working on a lot of stuff. There was stuff that I had missed, like I was trying to register online using the phone, and it wasn't that great. But apparently, in the documentation, it says don't use the phone. use desktop. So that's good for next year. Hopefully I'll have a desktop next year that I can use on that. Some other feedback from like the vendors was putting another driving ban on Thursdays. So they did a driving ban Friday and Saturday to add it on Thursday too, because it did help a lot. And I can agree. Walking, not trying to push packed vehicles, not worrying about getting run over. I thought that was great. Something absolutely fantastic and sweet that they did is they have like, I wouldn't call it stale inventory, but shirts that aren't selling. So got a shirt. It says, "The hill is calling, and I must go." Iola Car Show. So that was sweet. I've always wanted Iola merch, but I've never been able to kind of afford it since it was kind of expensive. Being a buyer, just be honest, between tickets, gas, food, and all that. Then you add a T-shirt on top of it. It's like I want another cheese curd. So yeah. It's something I probably definitely would go next year, and if you are going to be a vendor upcoming, I think it's definitely something worth going and making time for. So next year they're going to try to have it on the same date. I'm not sure if it's the same date, like February 1st, which would be a different date, or like the first Sunday of February. I should have asked. Anyway, I did talk to Allie afterwards about the license plate. She had submitted everything to DMV. It looks like they'll get a prototype in a couple months. So she's going to update Facebook, I believe, which is wonderful. So we'll hear more about that plate, which is awesome. And I know you guys here are for license plate content. But anyway, thank you for watching, and I'll see you later. Bye.